Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is my last day in Greece. We are flying back, so just wanted to put out a last kind of video from the hotel, if you will, before I head back, just discussing where the markets are currently at and my thoughts on things going forward. So I did some trades yesterday that I'm going to discuss a little bit here for just a moment, but first I want to just start talking about where the indices are at. I do personally think that the indices are getting a little bit stretched here. I think that they are due for a bit of a pullback. Yes, we have rate cuts on the horizon, and that is a positive thing, but I believe that the market's expectations for rate cuts are a bit aggressive. And that's why I have been also mentioning recently that I think that the dollar could find a bottom at some point soon. And I've been also mentioning that I think that the dollar might be closer to a bottom than to a top. And that being said, I do want to also discuss, that doesn't mean that I'm actively fighting the trend and buying the dollar aggressively. It just means that I'm kind of cautious on how much further this dollar move is going to move lower. Now, that being said, if it wants to keep going, that would be great, because my primary position right now is a long position on silver, and silver has been going quite well. You can see here we've had a really nice pop off of this pullback and then put in some higher lows, and so far looking real good. I've got my stop loss just below this market structure high here, so we put in, broke out of this resistance point here on the 4-hour chart. So if we do break that, I'll get out of the trade for a profit there, but good positioning on silver. That one really popped yesterday, which was cool to see. We'll see if that one can continue to hold support. Please note that by the time you guys see this, there is a significant delay between the time that I record these videos while I'm in Athens, and then, my editor is asleep, so he has to get them and edit them. And so it's a significant delay between when the video actually gets uploaded and when I do them. That being said, the general concept here is I'm looking to see if pullbacks can be held by silver, and if they don't, I'll take profits. If they continue, if we put in a higher low, I'll be looking for a chance to trail a stop further into profit. So that's silver. And if we talk briefly about gold at the same time, gold is really making a good push here. Silver actually was up like 5% at one point yesterday. Gold up about 1% yesterday, and just continuing its killer, upward trend. The daily chart here looks so clean. I'm looking for pullbacks on this one, though, waiting for confirmation from the Edge Finder's top setups page before I can really do anything with it. And if we do that just for a second, if we just filter the readings here, take out neutral readings for a moment, this is what we're currently left with on the charts. You can see we've got a couple currency pairs, but it's a pretty light list of setups currently. So this is where I'm working from. If I see any currency trades, that might be something that I'm fishing from, is this list. But I also personally don't trade minor currency pairs very often. So the only one on the list is potential buys on NZD USD. In fact, we'll pull up the Kiwi dollar here for a moment and just see if there's anything here. So if we do get a pullback into support, this may be a trade that could look interesting to me. Now, this is, again, another dollar short position. Whoops. Don't get it twisted, because again, if you're looking at this, you can see, if we go long NZD USD, you're saying buy NZD, sell US dollars. That being said, the trend to the downside on the dollar is still strong, and I like this setup, especially if the Edge Finder gives me that confirmation. So that's what I'm looking at for now. Taking a brief look at the put to call ratio on the Edge Finder, what we can see here is that it's very solidly in the middle. What that means is that the market is not too overly bullish or too overly bearish. And I kind of think that will change at some point, but for now, just sort of in waiting territory. In fact, being very neutral is a position by itself, and I want to tell you about some of the trades that I placed yesterday. So some of you guys know that I do trade and invest in stocks as well, and I have a position in Tesla, which I actually did something kind of interesting yesterday. So I have a Tesla long position that I picked up a few weeks ago, but I actually also just yesterday sold a call. And what this means is that I'm agreeing to sell my shares if price goes up to this point and capping my upside. Now, why on earth would you do that? Well, you get paid what is called a premium. So I collected about $1,000 to sell this call, basically saying that if price goes up there, I will take profits on my position. Yes, I would also get the gains between there and there. sounds kind of awesome, isn't it? Well, that's the cool part about selling options. The only downside in this situation, I can't lose money on selling this call because again, it is a cash or a covered call, right? When you sell a call and you own the shares, it's a covered call, meaning if the price goes up, I make money, but I also would cap my upside to right here. So I did that on Tesla. The downside would be if the market suddenly ripped up to like 330, I would miss out on a lot of the gains there because again, I agreed to sell my shares here. So Airbnb is also another one I did this on, and I also finally did it on Nvidia. These are stocks that I own that I was happy to go ahead and cap my upside in exchange for essentially a interest payment, right? So I collected payment on a couple stocks, and that maybe tells you where I'm at with the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, etc. I'm not outright bearish, otherwise I would short these things. I am more just cautiously, sort of bullish. I'm continuing to hold some of the shares that I own, but I'm capping my upside because I don't think there is too much upside from here. Now, again, those could be famous last words, and these things could rip to new highs all across the board, but I'm just remaining cautious because I don't currently see that outlook being the most likely based on what we've got on the Edge Finder. Again, we've got some seasonality working against us. If we take a look at let's go back to including everything for a moment, and we're going to go to indices. What we can see here is there's a lot of red working against us. One of the big ones being seasonality, right? The month of September is still upon us, and seasonally, it is usually a weak month. Now, we've not really seen that this month at all, but there is still time between now and the end of the month for that to potentially happen. We also have PMI numbers that came in pretty weak this week, adding to the uncertainty about the economy. We do have GDP numbers coming up tomorrow. That will be interesting to see if those continue to hold gains for us, and so on and so forth. So again, I remain neutral, sold some calls, kind of a boring update, but these are the sorts of updates that are important to traders that are really serious about this stuff. You can do things like sell calls against your position to collect some income while you wait, and that's kind of where I am currently positioned. If you guys would like to get access to the Edge Finder, there's a trial link down below in the description. It is a paid 30-day trial for $199 that gets credited towards your final purchase. And if you'd like to see all the trades that I'm taking in real time, I share all of them in our Discord VIP room, which is linked in the description down below. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for a better brokerage, then stick around for a second. I'm going to tell you how you can get some free sign-up perks with great brokerages all around the world. Whether you trade FX or indices, commodities, futures, all of the above, I'm going to show you a really cool way that you can get free sign-up perks with your new account. So if you're interested in switching into a different brokerage, you can get things like deposit bonuses or free stock shares, or you can even get access to some of our products for completely free. All you have to do to find out current perks being offered to new depositors is go to a1trading.com/brokers. That's a1trading.com/brokers. And as you look at that page, you'll see all these different offerings that we've currently locked down for you guys as subscribers, as viewers. Now, of course, we get something out of this. If you choose to use these links, you'll be supporting our page. But in return for the viewers, we've got great sign-up perks available for you guys so that you get some free game just by signing up for a brokerage if you're looking to do so. So check it out on our website. You can find current deals at a1trading.com/brokers. Thanks for watching this video, and on the screen right now you'll see some other options of other videos we put together that might be helpful to you in your trading career. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.